Hello, everyone. This is Nina.
And Ebony.
And this is Dialogue, honey. So, we are talking about a show review of Partner Track on Netflix. It's been talked about, it's been watched, and now we're here to break it down. So,
Yes.
for those of you that don't know what Partner Track is, it's about Ingrid. Who cares what her last name is? It's about Ingrid. And she's on Partner Track at a firm. This is her sixth year. They do the Partner Track or promotion every year. And this is kind of her journey of like weeks leading up to it. That's what season 1 is about. So, what did you like about Partner Track, Ebony?
So Partner Track to me, so it was 10 episodes, a longer
40,
episode,
like
40 minutes or
yeah.
so it was a lot of material to get through. What I liked about it is that we were able to see more of the day-to-day in a life of a lawyer, which is pretty cool. A professional in her early 30s, so a day-to-day for
I
a
don't think she
successful
was 30
lawyer.
yet. They were like 29.
Hmm.
This is like post-grad school. Like they went
Yes.
straight from Harvard grad law.
Lightly seasoned professional.
Yes.
They're not lightly
Sprinkled.
seasoned, yes. Which is why she's hoping to make partner, right?
Right.
So it was nice to see the dailies of a young professional in Manhattan. That was pretty cool. What did you like about it?
That's it? That's all you liked about it? Oh, this is like the first time Ebony has like, I don't know what more I can say about it. It was really one of those shows where you really wanted to walk away from.
No, listen, Nina. I'll divulge what critique I have. What did you like about Partner
What
Track?
I liked about it was it is exactly what lawyering is. I'm going to eat you. I'm going to chew you out, spit you up, type of environment. And
Corporate savage.
Corporate savage, because that's exactly what you have to be, right?
Yes.
So when you're thinking about being a lawyer on just keeping the theme of Partner Track, I think they really gave a good image of what that really means. Like you are always working 365, you're 24/7 on call to make this happen.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it was that was nice. Each storyline gave more substance because you were just done with Ingrid at a point. You were just like, okay, Ingrid.
And what storylines are we talking about here? We're talking about her work friends.
Her friends that she's had since college. So you got Tyler and Rachel that they came into the company together. They graduated together. They came into the company.
I did not even know their names for like a while. Like they sprinkled it here and there.
Let me tell you something, because they were supporting. They weren't co-stars. They were supporting.
I was like, who's the black guy again? Like,
I did not seriously. I did not know what his name was till episode.
And they're
2.
like, Rachel's doing the talent show. Okay, yes.
Dang, you guys made it all the way there.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I love Rachel's bossiness. I love how she's just like, she's a litigator. So she's like, okay, this is what we're going to do. You're going to do it. You're going to do exactly what I'm saying. Like she had that kind of boss mentality to kind of keep everyone in line type. I don't know if mother of the group is right, but she had that firmness about her that I like, that
leader. Yeah. It was nice to see a powerful young professional woman.
Yes.
That wasn't labeled a B word constantly.
Right. I mean, she was, but everyone knew it and respect her for it.
She was corporate. She kept it business.
It's a law firm. We're not here to be all nicey nice. We respect each other as colleagues, but so for me, I also like the fact that Ingrid, even though throughout her mess, that she stood by Tyler for a mere moment. I mean, but she still did. She left at the party when Dan Fallon said his racist stand-up jokes at the retreat. I thought that she was going to wuss out. I did not think that she was.
But she did. Let's talk about that.
I mean, she did in the end, kind of. But it was like at the moment. In the moment, she stood by her friend and she left the retreat. Even after her cheating on her.
After they verbally shook her shoulders and said, "Wake up, wake up!"
Like you need to.
Otherwise, she would have just been.
She would have been in. Okay, so for me, let's get on what we didn't like. Okay, so for me, I didn't like. To me, it was obvious that she wasn't going to make partner first season. That's just obvious, okay? I didn't like the fact that she's such a worker bee. She's a weakling. Like, you're a worker, you're an invisible worker bee expecting to make partner. It's unrealistic.
That's like 75% of the workforce, though. Like, most people just do their
If you're a worker
job
bee,
and-
you're a worker bee, but let's not try to think boss. You're not a boss. You're
So
a
if you do exactly what as told, you're still not going to make it up in ranks, basically, right?
Exactly. It's not always about what you know, it's who you know. Even in this industry, even in the entertainment, it's not even about sometimes your actual talent. It's about who your connections are. So
That's like every part of...
exactly, every part of business, if you're shaking hands and kissing babies, that's what part of its requirement in order to move up, essentially. So for me, she spent a lot of her head down. I'm going to do the work, and then expecting, if I do all my homework, I'm going to get the A and I'm going to graduate. And it's like, then you got Dan Fallon, who's saying racist stuff, probably on borderline of always sexual harassment, but his portfolio is great because he's
one of the boys.
He's one of the boys. So that, to me, I was just like, I didn't
dose of reality, right?
Right. So
like
for
right
you, what was something that really stung you that you didn't like?
So, first of all, I do like how. Let me just preface this: that I didn't feel that there were any true plot holes, and things made logical sense. For me, to start with, it was a little bit difficult for me because it was kind of like a soap opera-y feel. Which, like, just me personally, that's just not my style. Like, I love action, like 300, Manly Man, you know. So I didn't personally enjoy that. I feel like this was made soap opera on purpose for that millennial range who grew up with, like, Degrassi and, like, Saved by the Bell, you know.
Right.
Things that we grew up with as kids. I think that it hits a nostalgic note. It's just not for me. But obviously it's popular. It's in the top 10 on Netflix right now, right? Okay. Another thing I didn't like is that I just wanted to shake Ingrid Young.
But why?
All the time! Like, open up your eyes!
Open up your eyes.
Open up your eyes!
First of all, let's forget about the penile you had 6 years ago. Okay, she was so reminiscent of that. About with Jeff Murphy. I was just like, it was good. We understand.
Because at the base of this story, it's the good guy loses and the bad boy wins. Like, Murphy came back, waltzing in after 6 years, was like, yeah, I don't remember you. I don't really remember anything.
But he lied. He knew.
But he lied. Like, oh, I was just trying to save face. Red flag. You know? Okay, you work together. That's also, forbidden. No.
Right. And they kept calling him a fuckboy.
Yes, her work friends were trying to help her, and that's like me too. I'm just like,
to be fair though, I think that was the plot hole as in the writing. You sent off signals that he was a fuckboy, but as the audience, nothing was evident of that. So it just seemed like you guys were just picking on the new guy, essentially. Like nothing led to calling someone like a fuckboy. Like he wasn't acting like Dan and his boys.
He was kissing females in the office.
I mean, that was like later though. That was like him
because
kissing St. Clair was like
there was
later.
Like subtlety, like looks, like player type looks, like ooh. Like,
I mean, that's just how the British get down. They're just the
that posh
look. That's why Reggae Jean Page can have.
Oh my god!
Okay, look. It's that British accent in general. And he admitted it. He was like, I had to get off on a lot of my charm. My charm is part of the package, you know.
Okay, so even if they were being racist against the British. Because he's so charming, he was an F-boy.
Right, like
okay, fine. But even so, her friends were like, hey,
keep an eye on it. Focus
keep an eye on it. And then you have a man that's giving you the world, and the writers also made him rich. Like, that should be a no-brainer.
They always OP him.
It should be a no-brainer, and then the girl doesn't choose him.
I don't know what I want.
He was stable.
I was just so
that personally irks me. Like, why are you messing around in your life like that?
Yes. I mean, I was over the OP-ness that they were having with everybody and the whining. How y'all all have great jobs, even if you're coasting like Rachel. You all have great jobs. but what am I doing with my life? Get a hobby. Okay, you're making thousands, probably stepping on. You're easy in six figures, and have. We're still complaining. So
I get that struggle though. I'm not gonna lie.
Shut up.
I identify with Rachel.
Oh my
That
gosh.
is why I'm doing. See, Rachel wants to write, and now I want to act. And like,
Right.
I am a professional in a different realm,
But you ain't quitting your job.
following my dream.
But you ain't quitting your job
Well,
until you make
I'm following
it to
my
that.
dream. So
that point.
Rachel, like, what are we doing? I get it. Because I'm just like, on the inside, like, let me follow my dream.
I'm more practical. Make sure the bills are paid before you walk out. That's what was so stupid about Tyler quitting in that way. You don't have a plan. And I think the general rule is you never burn bridges. When you know in the sector that you're gonna stay in that sector, you still want to be a lawyer, and now you're blackballed because no one wants to touch you because you're a PR nightmare.
He went to Harvard though, right?
Yeah.
Tyler. He is a Harvard educated lawyer in Manhattan who just won over a big part of the fashion industry sector.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll be fine, even if he has to leave New York. I think.
He gotta leave New York. Oh, now it's
but he stood up for who he was internally, and honestly, I think that was a really great thing that they did include.
Just wrong.
Yeah,
the wrong way.
Social injustice, and it's not just, what people say. Oh, you're looting and whatever. No, like this was an educated professional who was attacked by trying to educate and do the right thing and got blackballed. So I think that was
Those aren't direct. He didn't get blackballed because he spoke out. He got blackballed of how he decided to express what had happened. They made him so flaming and irrational and so emotional that it was like, you will not be listened to in the America that you're in, the corporate America that you're in. You have to come to the table, calm down, have a conversation. This is what it is. If you didn't like it, go through the procedures. But you lashing out, he knew that he stuck his foot in his mouth. I mean, yes, for the social justice part of it, great, but that's not going to pay your bills.
Well, I think that's a nod to the generational divide that we have right now.
Right.
Where a lot more people in Gen Z, they're mad about something or something is wrong or recorded. They go to TikTok. Then they have millions of views. And I mean, that's a type of power. So.
And then they get fired.
But I mean, that's also your path. So, I mean, you got to pick and choose your battles.
Right. Then they get scholarships.
I think it was a good highlight on, how people now think and like go to social media.
Right. Quietly quitting. He should have quietly quit. Like, he should have went on a whole coasting. You're not going to make partner in your department. Cool. Okay, so then now milk them for what they got. Go around the bend like Ingrid ended up doing. Like, she ended up helping.
They're different people, though.
Right.
So whatever helps you sleep at night, right?
Absolutely.
As long as you're not hurting anybody, which he wasn't.
Which he did.
Did he, though?
Yeah.
I think he just pushed
his whole pity party ended up sleeping with Javi, blowing up his relationship. Okay.
Listen, he had that undercurrent already brewing, okay?
To go to Queens
Quarter
and
life
then
crisis.
discover himself. Okay, he was going down a hole, and then he had to like rise from the ashes like a phoenix, but he had to burn first, type thing. So he kind of did more harm than good if he had really thought it out through his feelings. And I just didn't. For me, I didn't like that. It was like, oh, out of all three of you, y'all had the black guy just like flame out completely, like you have lost your job. Now, what I didn't like is that they sent Ingrid. Ingrid was stupid she should have played that better. Another
shaking moment.
Yes, like, girl,
don't just say it just because it's on the teleprompter.
Not even the teleprompter. The whole $500,000 severance.
Yeah.
Marty knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
Like,
well, he's smart. He's having other people mop up the dirty work.
Exactly. And for me, I felt like
that's corporate for you.
What was it? Her coming to him and saying she should have said it as a girlfriend. You know what they trying to do? They trying to give you $500,000 to get the hell on. Can you believe that? I mean, they say they'll give it to you by Monday, but I mean, that's just messed up, ain't it? That's what they told me to tell you. I don't know what you're gonna do, man. What do you think you should do? She should have said it in that way instead of making it seem like, well, if that's your decision, they'll give you $500,000 in an NDA. You sound like a traitor.
Well, here's the thing, and also, like, I wouldn't know personally, but I feel like Ingrid's role, even though I'm not trying to shake her, she's probably like that writing in that character, giving a nod to, okay, let me be super successful, so I have to be a certain assertiveness or aggressiveness, but I've also been taught my whole life just to do what other people want and keep,
Yeah.
So still made me want to shake her, but she's probably trying to figure out that balance, but obviously not for the whole first season.
So. Yeah, the first season to look forward to what the second season, if they don't come out the gate season 2 episode 1 of like choking Murphy, there's no episode 2 for me. Like, you have enough time to choke him out because he snitched and then he lied about it after he. This is how messed up, and I explained this to my husband. I said the fact that she went to jail. First of all, I would have killed my sister. You burned down my apartment, killed messed up my shower. My apartment's flooded. Then you steal earrings from me to pawn them. Got me arrested. I call Murphy. Okay, so these 2 people that's dying. So Murphy's dying because he got me out of jail, and then it's like, well, this doesn't have to be disclosed, right? It's like, hey, your criminal record is your business. That's what he said. Your business. Fuck me. And then then we establish a relationship, knowing all the while you snitched.
Built on lies, and she's choosing him.
She's
choosing him. Another shoulder shake moment. Like,
wake up. She couldn't get away from that peanut. I mean, from a certain period of time, we all been dignitized at some point in time, but she was brought in. Okay,
I don't keep friends like that. That's why this watching this train wreck was so hard for me, because I can't watch it in real life. And as soon as I watch it in real life, I'll be like Rachel, like, hey, I don't want none of this. Like, I literally like, oh hey, yeah, see you at the office. Okay, we're not getting dinner no more. Like,
look, she let everything burn around her. Her friends, all of that. She was like, look,
her dad now mad. I didn't expect that, actually.
I did. They always do that. I mean, how she.
They always do that.
They always. It's always one parent. Usually it's the mom, but for it to be the dad, because usually your daddy's little girl, and for the dad to be like, if you apologize, I wanted to slap that. Like, if you don't, she ain't do nothing, and you sitting up here like, just say sorry really nicely.
I have a question for you. So why were you upset when Tyler quit, but when Ingrid quit, I don't hear the same.
She was a slave. It was, if I did slave work and didn't get my reward, I'd be back. Oh, I'm out. Because I'm not doing this for another 365 days to find out if y'all choose me. So no, she was like, I gave everything. My friends are gone. I broke up with a wonderful man. I got family issues. Like, everything was burning around her, and she's like, just stay focused.
But it was her fault.
This is true. But stay focused. Stay focused. It's like, but stay focused, because she was gonna fix it. I promise you. If she would have got partner, she was like, oh man, like, take off that bra. All right, y'all. I'm sorry about this. We gonna work on this. You ain't as trash as you need to be. You need to get your shit. She was gonna go through her rounds, and then when she found out she didn't make partner, she had to gather herself, and she still did it. That's when she called Tyler. That's when she made up with Rachel. Stuff started coming back together again. But it was like, we needed partner announcements to be done and over with. This was like the finals. These were LSATs. It was like, I don't give a thing about nothing. The house is trifling. I ain't washed my ass in 5 days. Look, I need to get through this first.
What do you mean? She all up in the shower walking around half naked in the office.
Look.
It was her
fault. She shouldn't have did him at the office. She shouldn't have did him at all. Nobody should have slept with nobody, really. I mean, even with Rachel, I knew her thirsty ass was going to fuck him on that boat. I knew it. I Like, y'all out here, you gotta wait for the boat to drift back to shore. He's cute. I ain't got shit to do. That was I knew Rachel was gonna do it. And then it was good, honey, because she wrapped him up, said, okay, you can come spend the night. We together now. Oh my God. Okay. So, I mean, there were juicy parts. We gotta talk about the juice now. You ain't gonna just pass over the juice and just talk about anything.
Well, because it was a soap opera. So in a soap opera, you have sex, cheating, work drama.
Any plot twist? Because that's a real
plot
drama.
twist.
What was the plot twist? The plot twist was at the
There
end.
was a couple
of Murphy snitching on her. What was the other one?
Well, like, okay, so Rachel had to have her office sex scandal. Tyler had to have his cheating sex scandal, and then Ingrid had to have her cheating old hookup scandal.
She was gonna cheat because she was thinking about that dick even when she was with Nick. So, I mean, I already knew they were not going to end up together. I just wanted to know how long they were going to, up to engagement. Post engagement was ridiculous. But that, like I said, season 2, episode 1, we killing Murphy off. If it don't happen, then I can't continue.
That's your requirement. Murphy must die.
Has to suffer. Like, I'm talking about some legs coming off. Something's happening. Karma hitting hard. Like, he got to get kicked out the firm or something. His arrest record. His mama. His mama dead.
The client.
They probably still fucking. Notice how he said, I'm trying to close that out. She's not a problem, which means I'm probably still fucking her on the side. Just know I'm trying not to. Well, that is a partner track, and that has been Dialogue, honey. Bye.